It's been a while. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Naba For Real Though podcast. I'm your host, Famo Goodlove, and in true fashion, um Snapple fact. An ostrich's brain is smaller than its eye. I didn't know that. The more you know. That real fact was brought to you by Snapple. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Whoa. Yeah, so like I said, brought to you by Snapple. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Hashtag not an ad, but could be. Nah, but for real though, okay. I know by the time y'all hear this, it'll be February, but, Happy New Year, y'all. I didn't make an episode all year last year. Well, all month for the month of January because I was just taking a break. So yeah, but January felt like a year, multiple years, in fact. Like a lot of things were happening in January. I'm talking, bro, the fires in California were crazy. Well, okay, so if you live in Cali or or any or anywhere affected by the fires, I hope you get somewhere safe, like for real, cuz I could like I can imagine that can't be fun. Okay. So, yeah. Um but yeah, since it's February, I'll also give um a Black History Month fact. Okay, here's a fact about the NAACP. Spurred by growing racial violence in the early 20th century, and particularly by 1908, race riots in Springfield, Illinois, a group of African American leaders joined together to form a new permanent civil rights organization, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. February 12th, 1909 was chosen because it was the centennial anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. Okay. That's nice to know. Okay. I like that. I like that people were trying to do something for themselves, impr- improve their improve their lives despite their circumstances. All right, cool. That was a Black History Month fact. I'll see you next week for another one. Now, so yeah, the month of January felt like a year, but now we're in February. So to recap, um, fires are happening on the West Coast, and the East Coast is freezing. So So yeah, business as usual. Oh yeah, so in the month of January there was also a bird flu epidemic. Apparently, yeah. Oh yeah, and um, there was a Cybertruck that exploded in front of the Trump Towers, and this the Trump Tower, and it happened in Las Vegas. So yeah, um, yeah. So there were also, bro, a lot happened. Day two on day two, um, of January, there was, let me see, there was a New Orleans. No, I think it was day one. There was a New Orleans attack. Like, like some people died, a lot of people were injured, and yeah, and it's like, why did that happen in New Orleans? They've been through enough already. Like, chill out, please. But yeah. Um, it's tragic. Tragic? Nah, but for real though, a lot definitely did happen. Um, apparently there's a chat with 70,000 men, and they talk about just seriously fucked up shit uh, on that, in that group chat. And it's like, bro, that's not, that's just degenerate. It's like for real debauchery. Ugh. Um. But yeah, I mean it is what it is. Oh yeah. So the inauguration happened. That was something. I didn't watch it. I mean, we've had Trump as a president before, so and the first time Trump was in office, Snoop Dogg was against it, but for some reason, this time around, Snoop actually performed at the inauguration, which caught a lot of people off guard. So yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I don't care about crypto, but he had a Doge coin that like made mil that like made millions. So yeah, it skyrocketed. So yeah, that was that. It is what it is. I I genuinely can't care. I just can't. Cause fuck all of them. Um, Let me see. What else happened? Um, oh yeah, my birthday was on the 23rd of January. So yeah, happy belated birthday to me. So yeah. Mm, and there, oh yeah, as I've said before, there was a lot happening in January, and of recent, there was there were two plane crashes that happened. One of them happened in DC, I believe. Yeah, there was a plane crash that happened in DC. It was a plane that collided in DC, and it crashed into the Potomac River. Oh wow. A plane crashed into a military helicopter. The total amount of deaths were 67 people. Jesus. GG's. RIP to them. Like, for real. That's unfortunate. There was also another another plane crash that happened in Philly. Um it happened it happened like I think it happened a couple of days after the one in DC. I'm not sure. In that one, 7 people died and 22 were injured. Bro, the one in Philly, like, actually ended. There was an explosion and like there was huge flames, and it was just like catastrophic. Bro, listen, 2025 is off to a disastrous start. Like 2025 started off with a blast, literally. Now in February, there was um, February 9th to be exact. The Super Bowl is going to kick off, and it'll be the Chiefs versus the Eagles. And yeah, I'm sure the game will be great, but the halftime show will be phenomenal. So yeah, I cannot wait for that. So there was also this one, like dude on Twitter who was trending. Um, so basically, a guy committed goonicide. Goonicide is basically where you expose yourself in public to other people, and right after you do that and they threaten to call the police, 10 minutes later you off yourself. Now, so basically this Gunicide event happened at a coffee shop in like Arizona or some shit. And okay, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here, but okay, please hear me out. All right, hear me out. So okay, listen. So basically, he was driving in his car to a place named Bikini Beans Coffee, where all of the waitresses are literally dressed in bikinis, right? All I'm saying is, what man wouldn't at least be tempted to goon. All right. Now he's probably never been to a strip club before, and he probably had no experience doing that. So maybe he didn't know what was going on. I don't know. But unfortunately for him, they were going to call the police, and it would have been a whole thing, and his wife would have found out. He had a wife and kid, which was very unfortunate. Like, for real. It's just unfortunate. Now, listen, like I said, I don't want to play devil's advocate. However, at the same time, strip clubs exist, and at strip clubs, men know better than to touch the merchandise. The merchandise being the strippers, of course. So yeah. So while I do want to, as much as I do want to play devil's advocate for this gooner, I simply can't do that. Like while knowing that strip clubs exist. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. I simply cannot. So yeah, may Nautica Malone rest in piss. So yeah, just just downright nasty. Jeez. Goon in peace, Nautica. Goon in peace. You will be missed by your wife and your kid. So yeah. Let's do some would you rather's, then FMLs, and then I'll get out, and then I'll get out y'all here. All right, all right. Would you rather only get compliments from your crush or get compliments from lots of people? Only get compliments from my crush. Yeah. Would you rather never ever have sex again or never ever use the internet again? I'd rather never ever use the internet again. I'll be honest. Yeah. Would you rather lose all your hair or lose your sex drive entirely? Lose all my hair. Yeah. Would you rather have people think your significant other is way out your league, or have people think you are way out of your significant other's league? Um, Significant other is way out of my league, definitely. And last one, would you rather post a nude on social media or post your entire internet search history on social media? I mean, post a nude on social media. I cannot have y'all. I cannot have people see my search history. No, I'm just not doing that. All right. Now that we've done that, let's do some FMLs. Okay, FMLs. Okay. Today, my boyfriend of 10 years won't marry me until all my debts are paid off, which will take me 10 to 12 years to do. To add insult to injury, he's been using intimacy as part of a reward system for me, and no matter how hard I try to earn it, and as much as I initiate like he wants, he keeps turning me down. Your life sucks. FML, your life sucks. And you need to leave him. Boyfriend of 10 years is just not acting right. Yeah, leave him. Find someone better. Alright, today my boyfriend got annoyed with me for being really needy and clingy lately. I'm doing it because I was sexually assaulted last week, but I'm just not ready to tell him that yet. You need to tell him. You need to tell him. And and well, if he come well, if he's angry with you, if he's mad at you for telling that like when you tell him, if he gets mad like that you told him, then you need to leave him. But responds uh if he responds like and he's on your side, if he's on your side, then continue to stick with him. So yeah. Okay. Today my wife and I got freaky in the living room. Ooh. Apparently we didn't close the curtain all the way because 3 of our neighbors called the police. Damn. There was barely a 4-inch gap in the curtain. They must have had their noses right up to the window or using binoculars. You got some nosy ass neighbors. Like, well, what the fuck is this? Nosy ass neighbors. The fuck? Fuck them neighbors. And fuck them kids. Bitch. Nah, but for real though, that has been FML. Now I'm moving on to HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost News, HuffPost. Okay. Let me see. Stephen A. Smith scolds liberals, says Trump won because voters thinks he's closer to normal. Whatever that means. Walk it out. Rapper DJ Unk's cause of death revealed after he died at age 43. R.I.P. to him. Former Disney star Sky Jackson welcomes first baby with boyfriend. Okay. Congrats to her, but okay. Dave Franco laughs off likeness to alleged CEO shooter Luigi Mangione. Pee Wee Herman star Paul Reubens comes out as gay in posthumous documentary. Cool. SNL mocks Trump's return to office in Founding Fathers themes cold open. Bad Bunny quit Hot Ones interview early for one really gross reason. Oh. Jesse Eisenberg has one big question for tech execs like Mark Zuckerberg. Mary J. Blige reveals why she fired a staffer from her For My Fans tour. And SZA will join Kendrick Lamar at Super Bowl, 59, the halftime show. Nice. They do really well together, performance-wise. Jewel says she sang at Trump inauguration event to advocate for mental health. Okay. Billy Ray Cyrus responds to son's letter of concern after inauguration performance. Okay. I didn't even know Billy Ray performed. Oscar nominee apologizes for resurfaced blackface clip. I'm over it. Oh, white people be racist sometimes. It is what it is. Travis Kelce makes Taylor Swift giggle with surprise song as Chiefs secure Super Bowl spot. Nice. Challenger star reacts to Oscars snub. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't care. Selena Gomez breaks down in tears over surge in deportations. Jeopardy player thinks Celine Dion goes overboard after he flubs Dion Clue. Okay. New documentary, The Stringer Disputes, who took iconic Napalm Girl photo in Vietnam. This Sherlock Holmes inspired series is the perfect background show. Stephen Colbert spots moment Trump started pissing people off on a global scale. Nice. And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Naba for Real Though podcast. I've been your host, Famo Good Love. And please always remember that life is pain, life is painful, and yet life's too short to be serious 24/7, so smile sometimes. And with that being said, I've been your host. I have been your humble host, Famo Good Love. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please make sure to follow me on all of my socials. On IG, it's Green Machine _23. That's GREEN MACHINE _23. And on Twitter, because again, I'm not calling it X, on Twitter, it's Famo _Good Love GOODLOVE 23. That's my name on Twitter, on Blue Sky, and on TikTok. Let me just make sure my Blue Sky. Okay, on Blue Sky it's FAMOGOODLOVE 23. And yeah. I will see y'all on the flip side. Bye.